What is up, gamers? Welcome to another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Today, we're gonna go over all of my speed farming teams on the main account, guys. We have the challenges that got unlocked today on all of the dungeons. I'm gonna show you what teams I've used to be able to defeat some of the challenges. They are actually way more difficult, especially once you get to difficulty 2 on the challenges. As you guys can probably notice, I've managed to do the Grave of Venom difficulty 2, Grave of Curse difficulty 2, and I have no more tickets to try Grave of Rot difficulty 2, but that's something that I'll be doing tomorrow. Now, you're gonna get more gear, you're gonna get some of the S plus gear or plus gear, which will have 4 substats at level 0, which is actually really massive. But I want to show you the teams that I'm running to farm stage 14 and everything else on the dungeons. Before we get into that, if you guys want to put your hand on free rewards, if you want to help and support the channel, you can do so by clicking the link in the description down below, or head over to the announcement tab and you're going to have bind your invitation code. Use code Skratch. You're going to be able to claim free rewards straight away. And I'm going to be able to do tons and tons of giveaways. You guys know that I've already done a huge giveaway, guaranteed giveaway. I gave away over 16,000 codes with Heliolite dice, Warm Arrow, and tons of goodies, which was part of the previous Bond event. This is a brand new, so if you used code Skratch like 1 month ago or something like that, or at the beginning, you're gonna have to do it again to be able to claim free rewards, and of course, enable me to give you guys tons of codes after. And by the way, I still have a few more codes to give away if I haven't sent you any. They are not new for the second season or anything like that, but for whoever did not claim them, make sure you guys send me a direct message in Discord and I'm gonna be able to send you codes for 4 Heliolite dice, 600 gems, 40 Starlight Stone dice, and some gold to help you out a bit with your summoning banners. And another event that is going on at the moment, vote for the best community. Is not voting for me because we are all winning, okay? We have a very good lead at the moment, but if you haven't voted yet, click on the link in the pin comment, okay? It says vote now. Go there, you're gonna have to log in, and as you guys can probably notice, top 1, every person that voted will get 3 Heliolite dice, Starlight Stone dice, 200 Warm Arrow, Apprentice Scrolls, Scholar Scrolls, and gold. So we are going to win as a community, okay? That's the whole idea of it. It's not just me or anything like that. We are all going to win. Every single day you can log in on here and claim a raffle ticket too. Send your vote again every single day. And you're going to be able to earn other rewards as well, guys. You're going to be able to get either 10 Heliolite dice, either 1. You even have a chance to earn a Sagomir figurine, basically, which actually looks pretty badass. That's something that I'll be winning as well if us as a community, we win. But we have a pretty good lead, which is great. Let's take that to 5,000 votes. A lot of you guys haven't voted yet, and you're missing out on free rewards. As simple as that. But let's head back to the freaking dungeon screen, and let's start with the Grave of Venom. Let me just quickly show you the teams that I'm running for stage 14. So right here, I am ranked on the 2nd place on the Lightning Poison, if I remember it correctly, and I've done that in 40 seconds with this team. Okay, so I tried Thunderbolt. They've done a pretty good job. Now, I used Ihuicatl because Ihuicatl will strip the shield from the boss. This was something that I've done yesterday, if I remember it correctly. Now, I've got better upgrades on the gear, so I should be able to do more damage. But I have no more stamina to do it. So I'll be trying to do this tomorrow, which will be the final day before the reset, so I can actually claim rewards from the leaderboards. A lot of you guys might not give a damn about it, but having the ability to claim this from multiple areas is going to be massive, okay? Because if I'm going to be first play, like let's just take, for example, the Grave of Curse. Right here, I was on the first place on many different areas, but this guy just took me down now, and he just did it like literally probably in the last 1 hour. I'm right here, okay? So rank 3. Rank 3 will get me 900 Affinity Solvent, and that's for Fire Necro. For Lightning, I'm rank 2. This will get me 950. Ice Radiance, I'm rank 2. This will get me 950. So I'm going to get a lot of Affinity Solvent, which will push my Psychic Ore by quite a bit. And that will give me a massive advantage. That's why doing speed runs is very, very important. But let's go back to the Grave of Venom to talk a bit about the teams that I'm running. So when we're talking about the Ice Radiance, I'm only rank 30, okay? I'm not even sure if I'll get any rewards. Seems like I am literally at the limit, so I will get some Affinity Solvent from here too. The thing is, I'm not running the Ice Blast. I am running this team right here, okay? It's kind of like the old team that we used to run in the last season. The best progression team is with Vitar, of course, and it gets the job done. But it's 1 minute and 22 seconds. Probably I can speed it up if I'll be trying it today and get a slightly better positioning to make sure that I'll be getting in top 30. So that is the team that I'm running in the Grave of Venom to farm it consistently. And that's the exact same team I've used to climb all the way to the second challenge difficulty. Now, the third one is locked for 4 more days. I have no tickets to challenge again, but I'm going to show you the team right here because it's the exact same team, the one with Vitar, the one that you can see right here. So I'm going to load the gear, and I'm going to show you quickly what I have. I have no skill timing, okay? All of them on default. Basically, we have Losenia. She's on double skill haste set to make sure she's always going to move in front of Vitar. You need a lot of accuracy, so we're running an accuracy chest. Really not a very good damage build or anything like that. I don't even have the second talent for her. Then we have Vitar. She is running a serial set in here. I should try to give her most likely an executioner set, which will push the damage a bit higher. The problem is that on the challenge difficulty on the second, she was dying. So I had to get some more defense on her, and this is actually really, really good with the defense. This one as well has a bit of defense. So that's why I use this set instead of the Gambler set. Because I can pull off a Gambler set that looks very similar in terms of stats, right? Like crit rate-wise, damage-wise, you know. Then we are running Felocia on a Moonlight set because this will generate more healing and this will help my tank to stay alive. Very, very important because Urian, he will die on this difficulty, on the challenge. Even though he is on an Ancestral Protection set with a Drugos Blast Jar, he's still going to die. But these are his stats, as you guys can probably notice. One of the main advantages that I have is that last season I've pulled so many Urians that I wanted to cry. It turns out that he was helpful. Inspiration 5 is really, really good. And we are running a mixture of sets on Ardrat. I could try to run something else that might boost a bit of damage, maybe a Brotherhood set, but I really don't have very good pieces to get this amount of defense. The more defense on her, the better. And as you guys can probably notice, I have so many flat pieces on all of my characters that it makes my eyes bleed, okay? But this is the team for the Grave of Venom. This is the positioning, as you guys can probably notice. I am running the attack aura in the regular version, but on challenges, I'm running the defense aura. And food-wise, I was running the Royal Fish Soup for the challenge mode because you really, really need it in there. Moving on to the next dungeon, guys. We're going to have the Grave of Curse. So right here, the highest ranking, second for me at the moment. Challenge-wise, I've managed to defeat the second 1-2, and I will show you right now exactly what team I've used. Now, in order to speedrun this, I have a different team as well. So I've defeated the first challenge difficulty with a different team, but this is the team that defeated the second difficulty on the challenge mode, okay? So let me just quickly load the team. I do have some skill timing on these ones, as you guys can probably notice. I think I don't have a Puppeteer set on any of the characters here, as you guys can probably notice. So no Puppeteer set, which is fine because we're still getting the job done. I do have a Brotherhood. I do have an Emissary set. It will land the defense down and boost the damage. And this managed to defeat that second challenge. Now, Zephy is extremely, extremely important progression-wise. You guys know it. Is an absolute freaking goat. Seems like I'm missing a piece on him. I'm pretty convinced that I did not have a Brotherhood set for the difficulty mode. I'm not sure why it's like this. Maybe I forgot to save the builds or something. And I think I had a Puppeteer set on Zephy, actually. I had a Puppeteer set on Zephy and a Brotherhood set on him, on Urian. Okay, that's how I've done it. I just remember, it seems like I forgot to save them. Then, Executioner set on Nasty Jenka. This is the build. Now, she's Inspiration 3. I showed her so much love last season on the free-to-play account that she decided to love me back, and she dropped multiple times on my main account from the regular banner, which is crazy. Then we have Ivelios. He does have the right set, but pretty trashy stats. I do need more enlightenment. Hopefully, I will be getting some upgrades later. Now, the speedrunning team that I'm running is this one right here. I'm only running Zephy, as you guys can probably notice. As a support, he's going to put the Unkillable once. We're going to get one of the hits. And then a couple of seconds later, the boss will die. So this farms the stage 14 in 21 seconds, as you guys can probably notice. So we have Carivol, we have Nasty Jenka, we have Ivelios, we have Sura with the defense down and emissary set, and Zephy with a Brotherhood and with the pipe organ, because that will give us more attack too. But for all of these speedrunning teams, you do need to use the appropriate food, right? The lightning, damage, and 10% attack. That's what I've been running on all of them. And skill timing for this is pretty much this, nothing else. They're all on a default, basically. That being said, let's move on to the next team, where I'm actually running my Temporal Vortex team. And that is the Grave of Wrath. Now, right here, I have the highest ranking one. I can't even remember on what. The Lightning and Poison, which will be improved, because it's something that I've done 2 days ago, actually. Since then, I've got a lot of upgrades. But that is 42nd. On the Ice Radiance, I'm on rank 4. Very important to try and speedruns, guys, do speedruns, because if I'm gonna end up with like 6, 7, 8, 9k Affinity Solvent from here, that will be a freaking huge boost to my Psychic Core, okay? That's why I am doing it, and I'm stressing it that all of you guys should try to basically get it done. Now, unfortunately, here I have only 35 seconds, but I have a new move that I'm planning to try out versus this boss, and I'll be doing it probably tomorrow, okay? I'm gonna replace my Bladin, and it might not work, actually, because I need to have 200 plus accuracy. Maybe it's not gonna work. Maybe it's not gonna work, so I might be talking rubbish. But either way, I will give it a go and see if I can bring in a proper Ice Blast damage dealer and give Sheena the defense down without losing too much of her attack stats, you know? That's kind of like the main thing that I wanna try out. But that is the team that I'm running in here. I'm quickly going to show it to you to farm stage 14. I've defeated the challenge 1 only because I have no more tickets to try the second one, unfortunately. And the team that I'm running is the following. Now, this is a pretty loaded team. If you don't have Ardrat, you can run Asilia. It's going to work in the exact same way. This is the build on her. If you don't have Felocia, you can run, for example, Alfansary, which is the free frost tank that you're getting. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing his name right, but that's a different viable option. This is my Zorak with a Puppeteer and with a Pipe Organ, pretty high attack. This is Bladin, and we have the Witch's Remains with an Emissary set, and this is Sheena with an Executioner set built for damage. Pretty good stats on her for the first week of the season. That being said, guys, that is pretty much it. We have no skill timing on this team. This is the skill timing that I'm using in the Vortex, but I'm switching it off in here. As you guys can probably notice, it's not turned on because I do not need it. Let me know what teams are you guys running. I've done the first challenge with this team, and most likely I will be able to do the second challenge on the Grave of Wrath with the exact same team, but I'll have to wait till tomorrow in order to do so. I like the challenge mode because it doesn't use a stamina. It will just use the ticket. If you do 10 runs, you're going to obtain another ticket. And later on, once we're going to get a lot of stamina, it will be really, really helpful to do a lot of runs daily and do a lot of challenge tickets, because you're going to be able to put your hand on more gear than we were able to do in the previous season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.